All right, so in this video, I'm gonna show you how to make your first YouTube video with Claude AI step by step, and I'm gonna prove to you that almost everything the gurus told you about getting started on YouTube is a lie. You do not need years to see results. You don't need expensive gear. You don't need 100,000 subscribers before you make a single dollar. My community member, Nurse Jen, had never made a YouTube video in her life, for instance, and a few months later, she's at 19,000 subscribers, plus 2 million views on her channel, and according to vidIQ, she's making $12,000 a month from AdSense. And she had one video that hit 500,000 views in just 4 weeks. So she didn't have to grind for 2 years. She also didn't have to have some kind of fancy set with the perfect camera and perfect lighting. And she just used Claude AI at every single step. And these are gonna be the same 6 steps that I'm gonna be giving you in this video. So if you appreciate me making this type of content and you wanna see me make more of it in the future, then gently cheers that like button and let's jump into it right now. Okay, so step 1 is finding video ideas using Claude AI. Now, by the way, some of the skills or the prompts that I talk about in this video will be given away for free, and that's gonna be the 3rd link in the description and the pinned comment below if you wanna follow along. So the first thing you wanna do when it comes to finding videos using Claude AI is you wanna find a video idea that's already proven to work, okay? And the way that we do that is with a Claude skill. Now, we've already built the skill called the Video Idea Finder, and it runs on the icon method. Now, we make this available to our community members. We have a simplified version of this that you can access in the description in the pinned comment below. It's simplified just because of the fact that our community members have a personalized version of it. So before this skill can work, you need one thing, and that is a niche hypothesis statement. And that is just a clear 1-line statement of what your channel is about and who it's for. So the basic gist of this is, who do you help and what do you help them with? Or in other words, I help X do Y, or I help X overcome Y. Now the full version of this is I help X overcome Y by Z, but don't worry about the Z for now. That's basically how you help them. You can figure out how to help them later on. Now again, if you don't have one yet, I'm giving away the niche finder skill free at my live training this week, and this skill builds your niche hypothesis statement for you. And this has been trained on literally thousands of hours of us coaching people in our community and helping them find their ideal niche or dial their niche in if they're uncertain about the niche that they already have. So links in the description in the pinned comment below. Go grab a spot at the live training before it fills up. Okay, so for this one already, I have my niche locked in, which is I help aspiring pharmacists get into and succeed in pharmacy school. Now, the reason I picked this is because my background was a pharmacist, right? I had to get into pharmacy school, and I actually helped other people get into pharmacy school too. This is one of the first side hustles that I ever did. So I'm just gonna paste that into the skill and hit enter. So it's gonna pull up 10 search keywords. Let me read some of them out loud. So how to get into pharmacy school application tips, pharmacy school interview questions, and these are all proven search terms with real demand. And it is suggesting that we go with keyword number 1 right now. Now here is the gist of the icon method. We're looking for videos with 100,000 views or more, from a channel with less than 100,000 subscribers and a view to subscriber ratio of at least 5:1. And the worse the thumbnail and the editing, the bigger your opportunity. So an ugly looking video with 300K views from a channel that has 15,000 subscribers, that is a 20:1 ratio on bad packaging, and that is gold. So quick pro tip here, install the free vidIQ Chrome extension. It shows the subscriber counts right on YouTube, so you don't have to click into every channel to see how many subscribers they have. Now let's go ahead and run the search. Now, while the skill is looking for video ideas, let me briefly explain how this works. So this method is named after Carl Icahn. This is a legendary investor who made billions by finding undervalued companies that nobody else was paying attention to. And we are doing the same thing, except instead of stocks or companies, we are finding undervalued video ideas. And here's the thinking. A massive channel with 5 million subscribers can post a mediocre video and pull 500,000 views just from their existing audience. That doesn't really tell you anything about the topic or the idea of the video. The channel's audience did most of the work. But when a tiny channel, right, 6,500 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 15,000 subscribers, pulls 100,000 plus views on a single video, that's the topic working, right? That is the video idea. It is doing the heavy lifting. It's not the channel. And when you make sure the actual content is either mediocre or preferably bad, that means it can't possibly be the video quality as well. So it literally has to be the idea. Now, it's gonna pop up and ask for permissions to run. You wanna click allow, and here's what it gives me. So the first Muse video is why I chose pharmacy over medicine. 150,000 views from a channel with 6,500 subscribers. That is a 23:1 view to sub ratio. So that topic is crushing it, and the channel didn't carry that video, the idea carried it. So this is what we're gonna model. I'm gonna copy the title, and we're gonna move on to step 2.
Hey, quick break. I'm going to be doing a live training this week on how to start a YouTube channel step-by-step for beginners. This is going to be for people who want to start a channel, but they don't know what niche to pick, what videos to make, or how to actually get started the right way. And it's a completely free training, no strings attached. In fact, I'm giving away even more bonuses at the training. So just as an example, I'm going to be giving away my niche validator. This is going to be available both for ChatGPT as well as Claude, which is a super valuable piece of software where you can finally figure out what the best niche for you is. So do not miss out on this training. Make sure you sign up for it down in the description and the pinned comment below, because you only get it if you join the training. So if you don't join now, you might miss it. But that being said, in the workshop, you'll get to meet me, and you'll get to ask me questions directly. So I look forward to seeing you in there. So click the link in the description and the pinned comment below, put it in your calendar. And if for whatever reason you missed out on it or you weren't able to attend, make sure you still click that link, because we might be having workshops in the future as well. And you'll be the first to know about it. So yeah, hope to see you there. And now back to your regularly scheduled content.
So step 2 is package videos using Claude AI. Now that we have a proven idea, we need to package it. And the way you package a YouTube video is through what I like to call the holy trifecta. So let me just type in holy trifecta and let's click the skill. Now, after choosing the skill, I'm just gonna say, here's the title that I wanna make the video about, then just go ahead and paste the title. Now, by the way, I almost always just talk to AI. Like I almost never type stuff out unless it's just a few words. I will typically talk to AI. I like to use whisper flow to talk to AI, but you can also just use the inbuilt audio function. So we're gonna paste in why I chose pharmacy over medicine. And the holy trifecta is your title, your thumbnail, and your intro, and the relationship that they all have with each other. And the reason I call it the holy trifecta is because all three have to be congruent with each other, right? All need to be pointing in the same direction or telling the same story. So your thumbnail should express what your title is saying, not contradict it or not be unrelated to it, but express it. And your intro, the first thing out of your mouth when the video starts, has to deliver the message that your title and thumbnail just promised. And if those three don't line up, the viewer is gonna click off in the first 5 seconds. All right, so now it's gonna give us the title options for this video. And it wants us to use the title, I almost chose medicine, here's why I picked pharmacy instead. Now, I do actually like the alternative title that it suggested actually, which is why I chose pharmacy school over medical school. And they're giving us a few more title variations here. And since I'm happy with the alternative title, I'm just gonna go ahead and type in title, and then I'm gonna paste the title of the video. Now for the thumbnail, it gave us a simple description of what our thumbnail should look like. And it also gave us 5 thumbnail text options. And it also gives us the expressions along with the text. Then the designer instructions on how you would design the thumbnail as well. And a mock-up that you can use as a guide in creating your thumbnail. Then it's gonna give us 5 intro variations as well. Intro 1 is the breaking common beliefs intro. Intro 2 is asking questions. Intro 3 is straight into it. Intro 4 is social proof. And intro 5 is breaking common beliefs again. Now, I just like to read these intros and then I just choose whichever one I like the most. In this particular case, I'm gonna choose intro variant 4 for this intro. Now, by the way, Claude is really good at making intros. It's gonna be better than pretty much anybody except for master YouTubers. So I highly recommend just going with one of their intros if you're a beginner. So step 3 is gonna be scripting with Claude. Now, since I'm happy with the title, the thumbnail, and the intro option, I'm gonna start writing the script now. So let me just go ahead and type /YouTube scriptwriter skill. Then I'm gonna say, I'm happy with the title and the intro option, let's write the script now. But before I hit enter, quick tip. The one thing I do every time I use this skill is something that I like to call a yap session. So I record myself talking through what I'd say on camera, and it's basically just stream of consciousness, right? What stories I wanna tell, what angles, what I want the viewer to walk away with. Then I paste that into the skill alongside the title and the intro. And again, when I do these yap sessions, I always use the audio mode, okay? I am not typing this in. I want to use the audio mode for several different reasons. 1, it's way faster. 2, it's way more comfortable. And 3, it actually is going to sound like me, right? Like I'm gonna talk and it's going to write the script in the same way that I talk. So it's not going to sound like an academic paper or AI slop. It's actually going to sound like me, because the raw material needs to come from your brain, your voice, and your stories. Now, one thing you can do here if you have a little bit extra time is you can have it interview you back and forth. It can interview you, ask you questions, get more context, ask you for any other information or data that it needs, and that's gonna make the end product even better. But if you don't do the yap session, the script is gonna come out sounding like every generic AI slop script on the internet right now, and it's probably not gonna work and people are probably not gonna like it. Okay, so for this demo, I'm skipping the yap session because it takes a while, but in real life, do it. Okay, so let me hit enter and the skill is gonna run here and it gives me back the full package, okay? First is an outline of how the video flows. And by the way, some people literally just like to make the videos based on the outline. But then next is the word for word script that you would read off of the teleprompter. Then the calls to action with the exact phrasing of what to say and when. And then the editor instruction for the video, how to deliver each beat, what to emphasize, etc., etc. And that is the entire script. Done. That is how easy this step is. All right, so step 4 is recording. So I'm gonna give you 3 options here, and I wanna pick whatever lets you actually press record this week, right? So whichever one you're most comfortable with. Because the biggest thing that kills most YouTubers is not bad gear, it's not bad lighting, it's the fact that they never hit record. So option 1, and honestly, this is what I'd recommend for like 90% of people watching, is a minimalist style, right? Just your phone, even your laptop webcam camera, and you just open the camera, point it at your face, and you talk, and that's it. And raw and authentic style is crushing it on YouTube right now because people are sick of overproduced fake content that's AI slop or just overly edited. And think about it, if people wanted, super high production quality, they would just turn on the TV, they'd turn on Netflix. That is not why people watch YouTube. People watch YouTube because they want to relate to other people. So they don't want super highly overly produced videos. Now, option 2, if you want to read from a script word for word, is to use a teleprompter. Now, I personally use the Elgato teleprompter. It is a 2-way mirror, so you read the words and it still looks directly at the camera. So it's actually right in front of me right now. I'm not really using it for this particular video, but it is directly in front of me right now. It's on, and if I wanted to use it, I could. And this does take a little bit of practice because you don't want to sound too robotic. Some people, when they read off of the teleprompter, it's just very obvious that they're reading. But if you practice a little bit, it can look very natural and you don't even have to break eye contact. Now, option 3, if you'd rather not be on camera at all, is to just do a screen share, right? Just share your slides or whatever is on your screen and then just read off of your notes. Basically the same thing as someone giving a presentation. And this is easier if you're camera shy. So someone who's blown up lately doing this is Daniel Barada. He literally just shares his screen and he shows the Google Doc and he reads the Google Doc almost word for word. And it works great for him, right? The whole point here is just pick one, don't overthink it, because the viewer cares about the idea in your video, not the camera setup. Now for Nurse Jen, what she did is she used a very simple setup. She literally just used her laptop. She used Descript to record the videos. Descript is a recording and editing software that we highly recommend. We really like it a lot, especially for beginners. She used Claude to write the script, and then she just put the transcript up at the very top, very close to her webcam. And so when she's reading from the transcript, it looks like she's looking directly at her webcam on her laptop. And like I said before, the whole point here is just do not overthink it, okay? Just record your first video. And so after you record, we're gonna move on to step 5, which is editing. And this is where I'm gonna get real with you. I would highly suggest you do not let AI fully edit your videos. Now, I know that you're gonna see so many YouTube gurus out there saying that AI can fully edit your videos. And we have watched all those videos, we've tested out every possible thing. And the truth is, if you let AI fully edit your videos, it is going to look like absolute shit. And if you watch any of these YouTube gurus, by the way, that say that AI edits all their videos, you're gonna see that the way they edit their videos is clearly not AI editing, right? They are being edited by real people, not AI. So this is one of those cases where pay attention to what they're actually doing, not what they're telling you to do. Now, if that ever changes in the near future, trust me, we will definitely be coming out with a video. But yeah, right now, AI editing looks awkward. Viewers spot it instantly. It looks like AI slop. The B-roll that it chooses is very generic and crappy usually. If it puts up words on the screen, it's gonna look like super AI slop, and viewers are not gonna like it. And also, YouTube has been demonetizing channels that are AI slop as well. So you really wanna just stay away from that. So here's what I recommend instead. Do minimalist editing. If you recorded a screen share with your slides, just cut out the dead air. Cut out the filler words. That's it. If you recorded raw and authentic content on your phone or from your laptop webcam with something like Descript, again, just cut the dead air. Or honestly, don't even edit it. Just try to post it in one go. But if you do want some light editing, the tool that I highly recommend is called Descript. Descript does have an AI feature where they cut out all the dead silence, all the repeats, all the mess ups, etc., and it can do all of this automatically. And the coolest thing about Descript is you can actually highlight a sentence in your transcript, just like a Google Doc, and just delete it. And then it will edit it for you. So there's no timeline scrubbing, and it's incredibly easy to use. And there is a one-click button that removes all the word gaps automatically, kills dead air in seconds, and then you can just add images, you can do whatever, and it's super, super easy to edit with. And when you're first beginning on YouTube, I don't care what any of the YouTube gurus say, consistency is the most important thing by far. If you don't post a video, there is a 0% chance that your video is gonna take off. It's just that simple. So you must post, and you must post consistently. And you make videos, you learn from those videos, and that is how your channel grows, and that's also how you get better at doing YouTube. Now, step 6 is to optimize your next video with Claude. And this is what separates people who make one video and then quit from people who actually build channels. Once your first video is up, even if it only gets 47 views, your viewers are gonna leave you gold in the comments section, right? So check your data, check your comments, and improve on them. If your average view duration is low, that's not random. That means your intro is probably broken, so fix the intro. If your click-through rate is low, that's not random either. That means your thumbnail is broken, so fix your thumbnail. And YouTube is literally telling you what's wrong. You just have to listen. Now, this is what we call the launch loop, and we do have a Claude skill for it called the launch loop skill. So here's how to use it. Once your video has been live for a couple of days, go to your analytics, screenshot the relevant stuff like the AVD of your video or the impressions click-through rate, and paste those numbers into Claude using the launch loop skill. Again, check the link in the description to get these skills. And Claude might ask you for some other information. Just give it as much context as you possibly can. For instance, you could also copy and paste the transcript of your video as well. And Claude will give you back exactly what you need to fix for video number 2. If your AVD was low, Claude tells you why your intro lost people and how to rewrite it. If your CTR was low, Claude tells you exactly what's wrong with your thumbnail and title and gives you fresh options to test it. And then you can stack those 2 fixes into your next video and then the next one and then the next one. And this is how every video you make gets better. Your data is literally writing the roadmap for you. You just have to listen. And that is the loop, and that is how channels compound. So look, that is the 6 steps, 6 skills, and 1 video uploaded with some great data to upload the next ones. But here's the truth. That is just the floor. The system I just gave you is the same system that clients in our program use to make a full-time income on YouTube. We have countless amounts of people making full-time incomes. We have lots of people that have gotten to 7-figure businesses, and we also have lots of people that have gotten to 8-figure businesses as well. Now, if you want to really dig deeper on how to grow and make money with YouTube, then I highly recommend that you join my live training this week by clicking the link in the description and the pinned comment below. I give tons of free value away on this channel. The free videos, the free AIs, and even the free live training. At that live training, we'll help you pick your niche or dial your niche in. We'll help you monetize your channel. We'll help you pick the right video ideas, and we'll give you a step-by-step guide to getting started. Plus, at the end, I will literally answer any questions that you have personally. And we are dedicated to giving at least 10 times more value than what we receive. And I know that 99% of you watching this are just gonna enjoy my free content, enjoy the live trainings, and we're never gonna end up working together, and that is totally fine. But for the 1% of you out there, or even 0.1% of you out there, that wanna work one-on-one with experts that have done this hundreds of times, and you wanna get results as fast as humanly possible with either one-on-one coaching or literally just having us do it for you, if that sounds like you, then go ahead and book a call in the description in the pinned comment below. On this call, we'll figure out where you are right now, where you want to be, we'll make a plan to get there, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together or not. We only accept about 18% of people who apply, so only book a call if you're very serious about growing and making money on YouTube. The types of people we typically work with are business owners, so a lot of different types of online business owners like coaches, consultants, online service providers, agency owners, and experts. But we also work with some types of in-person business owners as well. Some of the most common ones are realtors, financial advisors, law firms, dental cosmetic clinics, as well as insurance agents. So we work with business owners and we help them grow their YouTube presence to get more leads and make more money. But we also work with YouTubers who are getting a lot of views, but they're struggling with monetization. And we work with YouTubers who are crushing it, but they want to crush it even harder. And we work with people who want to treat YouTube like a business and they have a lot of value to give to the world, right? So a lot of the time, these are people who are professionals. They're a bit on the older side and they're experts. They have a lot of experience and they have value to give the world, right? And they want to help other people solve those problems in mass. So if that sounds like you and you're very serious about growing and making money on YouTube, then go ahead and click that link in the description and the pinned comment below. Isaiah, for instance, helps people who are typically on the older side, who are intermediates when it comes to singing, go pro. And you can check out exactly how we helped him make $30,000 in a single month by clicking this video right here.